Hello, everyone, everywhere. This is Bob Thibodeau with the Kingdom Crossroads podcast, and you are listening to the Going North podcast with my good friend Dom Brightman. Be sure to subscribe to his podcast so you will not miss any of the upcoming episodes, and be blessed in all that you do.
Today's episode is sponsored by the Going North Podcast.com shop. And if you head over to the wonderful website, cop some merchandise, take a selfie with you rocking the gear, shoot it to yours truly, the host, Dom Brightman at gmail.com, and I will give you a shout out on the show as well, and heck, even tag you on social media as well. So feel free to check out some of the good old merch on goingnorthpodcastshop.com. Now let's get on with some super special, awesome content. And today on the Highlight Reel Builder for Authors, known as GMP, the Great, Glorious, and Glamorous, it's the Going North podcast. And we got another super special, awesome human for you today that could probably fit all three of those G's and more, because courtesy of the magical website, podmatch.com, where podcast guests get to reach out to podcast hosts for a chance to get on their podcasts. And my goodness, we got another one of those super special, awesome humans who did just that. Let me tell you a bit about her, because today's featured author, baby, she's a trifecta children's book author, baby. That's right, who's also a school teacher and a founder. She found something, she found something, and the president of her own 501c3 organization, the Good Eggs Foundation, which is a foundation, a nonprofit that works hard to identify childhood support programs, organizations, and families facing challenges in order to provide care and assistance. So let's give it up for the stupendous and wonderful charitable Sandy Ciaramitaro. How you doing today, Sandy?
Good, Dom. Thank you for having me. Doing great.
Yeah, that's right, indeed. The double G, she's doing good and great. That's right, indeed. That's right, indeed. I hear you've been dropping excellent content.
Yeah, I've been egging people all over town.
That's right, indeed. That's right, indeed. I'm sure this question you get a lot. So, my goodness, why the Good Eggs Foundation? Why have been egging people outside of Halloween for all these years?
Yeah, well, it actually started with the books first, and then I wanted to put the books into action. So I created a foundation to put more goodness into the world. And I kind of spun that phrase egging into a positive one. So when I egg somebody or another organization, it means a need fulfilled. So whatever they need, I call them up and say, you've been egged. And I try to provide, for example, I've done baby monitors for a foster closet. I've done, I'm going to be egging a woman who started a nonprofit for teen moms, and they need diapers. So I'm going to egg them with a whole bunch of diapers. I've done bedding. There's a man here that builds beds for kids coming out of homelessness. So I've given him beddings to give with those beds. All kinds of things. It's different every month. So that's what an egging is. And it brings me joy to do it.
That's what I'm talking about, indeed. So that's right, folks. You heard that right. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall into gratitude and charity, baby. That's right, indeed. That's right, indeed. Egging all freaking day, all month, every month, different months, different organization. Freaking love it. My goodness, my goodness. So did you always have this giving heart of yours?
I think so. Yeah, it's always been a part of me. And I always knew, I always knew I wanted to write a children's book, but then it ended up being 3, because I felt I wanted to carry the characters further. And then that kind of spun into the foundation. So it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, this project. I've got videos of book 1. So I have 12 episodes highlighting 12 different virtues. So it just keeps morphing into more and more. So yeah, I feel I've always had this wanting to give back. I feel very blessed in my own life. So I want to make sure I can help other people relieve some stress too.
That's right, indeed. And if I'm not mistaken, I think self-awareness is the theme of book 1, right? The virtue for book 1 of the Good Egg series.
Well, it's virtues. So like right, they learn about themselves as they grow. It takes a year in their lives. There's 12 chapters. It starts in September when they go back to school, and it goes all the way through the following August. So once a month, yeah, a little situation occurs. And the eggs, there's 6 of them that are friends, and they grow and they learn with each other throughout that year. So yeah, they do become very self-aware, especially the one little egg who's kind of having trouble. His name's Benedict. And he just moved to town, and his friends help him with some realizations. So yeah, it's a fun book. And then the next one, I wanted to extend the teaching. So I went with diversity, and I took them around the world. So they go to 10 countries, and they learn language and customs and culture from all other little eggs around the world. They develop relationships with little eggs around the world as well. And they learn at the end that, people down deep are really all want the same thing, right? We all just want to be respected and loved and live in peace, relate to each other on a kind level. So they learn all that at the end of book 2. And then book 3, I had one more to do, and I kept them in their hometown when they came back from their world travels, and they learned how to be ambassadors for their own hometown. So they learned the importance of community service. So they helped children, they helped elders, they went to a food bank, they went to a nature center, they put on a health program, they went to an animal shelter. So all things that make up a community, they became part of, and that was another discovery of themselves and how they fit in and where their part is in helping. So it's a 3-year program that you can see them grow in 3 years. And it's just been great. So then after I've done some book shows and schools and things like that, I decided I want to take it further, and that's where the nonprofit came in. So I went off. That's why I do it monthly, because the books are on a monthly basis. Each month something occurs. So I decided to structure the nonprofit monthly, and I decided to use the term egging since it's based off the Good Eggs trilogy. So yeah, that's how it all came to be.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, indeed. If I'm not mistaken, you actually grew a love for writing stories as a younger tot, if I'm not mistaken.
I did. I loved writing stories. From our teacher would give us spelling words and say, create a story around these words. And I would just run with that. So I loved that assignment. We would read them in front of the class. I loved doing book reports. It was just great. So I've always had that in me. So I always knew I wanted to write a children's book, but as they say, life gets in the way, right? Until I actually, and then the feeling never left me. So finally, once my own children were grown, I said, I'm going to write that book. So that's how it happened. 2011 is when I started to write.
There we go. 11-year anniversary. That's what I'm talking about, indeed. That's right, indeed. The one and one. That's right, indeed.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right, indeed. That's what I'm talking about, indeed. So a love of writing and a love of book reports. So no wonder you became a teacher. Was there something else that inspired you to teach? And if I'm not mistaken, like multiple levels too, right?
Yeah, I teach high school. Yeah, 9 through 12. Yep. Yeah. No, I just always loved school, and always loved, I love being around young people too, because they keep you young, and they keep you laughing every day too. So I enjoy their energy very much. So yeah, I teach actually all girls. I teach in an all girls school. So they're a lot of fun. Yeah, it's great. It's a good gig.
There you go. Some other hen swag with the rest of the mini hens.
Yeah. 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 They're good. Good people.
That's what I'm talking about. So all teaching all girls in high school basically get to give them that wonderful wisdom. So what would you say are the 3 major lessons that your students have taught you over the years?
That they've taught me. Well, one big one is, you really never know what someone's going through, because you don't know what the home life is like. You don't know what is going on in their personal lives, and to really be gentle with that, because you don't really know. And then you might find out later and like, oh my gosh, if I would have known that. So to not be judgmental, right? Because people are going through their own things. So you have to really be real cognizant of that. Let me see another one just to laugh, because they laugh a lot. They teach me, I don't know, I guess just to be more carefree, right? That youth. And then I'd say another thing is that, just from my own wisdom now, when they think something's a big deal, it's not. Like, you're going to be okay. Trust me, you're going to get through this. You're going to be okay. Don't worry about it. But when you're a teenager, you do, because that's your life, and the one thing that's going wrong is the biggest thing ever. But I can see on the back end, really, you're going to be okay. So, so I think that's really kind of the three big relational things I've learned.
Yeah, that's right indeed. That's right indeed. Yeah, especially the problems thing, because it's so true. It's like as a kid, it's like, oh no, I'm not being able to
Yeah.
go to college. I have desire. Oh, the boy
Yeah.
rejected me. It's like, forget that. Bills are coming. Life is gonna come at you fast.
Yeah.
That's
You're
right
going to be
indeed.
okay. Right. Right. It's all good.
That's right. Might even one day become a bionic woman. You never know.
Never know. Never know what life's going to give you. Got to be flexible. That's another big lesson. You got to be flexible. Because
There we go.
sometimes your plans just don't work out. And you got to pivot, right? Go another way, get creative, reimagine it. So yeah, big one, be flexible.
Yeah, that's right indeed. That's why yoga pants are so popular now. You got to be flexible. That's right indeed.
Yeah.
Got to be flexible indeed. That's right, because life's gonna come
Yes.
at you so fast.
Oh
All
yeah.
the curveballs are coming. They're definitely coming
Oh
indeed.
yeah. You said that right.
That's right indeed. So my goodness, so since you've been on a mini book tour promoting all the good work you're doing for the kids and families across the country, especially in the wonderful, wonderful Shia town area, is there a question that you wish you'd be asked more often when you're on these podcasts?
No, actually, you're doing great. Everything's pretty much been covered. Um, I mean, I like to talk about what my vision is for this, because I've got even more. I mean, I think that it's going to keep growing and growing and growing. So I would love to see all that come to be. I'd love to have, I told you I have videos, 12 video episodes for book one, but I would love to see feature films for all three books, and have kids love to go to the movies to see them. And then maybe there'd be like merchandise and Good Eggs live shows in theaters, book sales through the roof. I think it'd be great. So then I could do really big eggings, huge eggings. I'd love to do playgrounds, like Good Eggs themed playgrounds for underserved schools. All kinds of fun things I could do. So I'm still dreaming big, Dom.
Good. Oh, hopefully those dreams got steroids indeed. That's right
Yeah,
indeed. So 3 feature films, baby. That's right. Maybe the next Minions, but better. It's got eggs.
exactly. Exactly. Now you're thinking like me. Good. The next Minions. I like it. I
That's
like
right
it.
indeed. That's right indeed. It'll have its own GIF.
Yeah, for sure. It will.
Sweet. So anything else as part of the big vision for the Good Eggs Foundation?
Yes, I'm going to sit under the oaks with Oprah. I'm going to make
Ah,
it there. We're going to have a conversation.
there you
She's good.
go.
She's going to interview me about the good eggs.
Will you both be wearing egg hats?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we'll have eggs for breakfast. I don't know. So, yeah, that's part of the vision too.
Okay, sweet. So besides egging people, what's your favorite egg pun? I have to ask.
Oh God, I've heard them all. One I just heard the other day that I never heard. Oh, the eggdom. Like, instead of like a kingdom, the eggdom. And then instead of children, they used eggdrin, the little eggdrins. I said, okay. But a good one that I heard that I hadn't heard before either, that I really liked, when I said, after I wrote book one, then I got on a roll writing books 2 and 3, and they said, oh, you're on an egg roll.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. So I like that one. Got on an egg roll.
All of those are excellent indeed. That's right, indeed.
Yeah, I heard that one.
That's right, indeed. That's right, indeed. So you heard that right, folks. Sandy's got a big eggdom with a whole bunch of eggdrin. That's right, indeed.
There
That's
you
right,
go.
indeed.
Yeah. Yes. Check it out. Thegooteggs.org.
Yeah, that's right. Some of the eggs may have afros. Just saying.
They're all non-people colors purposely, so that we're all, that everyone can be different and be friends, right? I also, if there's parents listening, I have a parent blog starting next month. So if they want to subscribe, it's just real short 1 to 2 minute reads, and it's going to journey through the book on an adult level so they could read with their kids. Yeah. A lot of fun.
There you go. That's right, folks. Like we said earlier, everybody's getting a good egging, y'all. That's right, indeed. Nobody's safe from the egging. It's going to be a good egging session.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So speaking of eggs, with all the wonderful egg references this past conversation, is there actually better yet? That has already asked that question. The real question is, if your wonderful book series, The Good Eggs, was a food, what would it be and why?
Oh, if it was a food, I think it would be pizza. Because you can get pizza all kinds of ways, right? Different toppings, different, sauces, no sauce, whatever, but they all taste great. And I love pizza. Okay. So that, it could be whatever you like, yet tastes good, and it's still all together. So I think it shows the diversity and it shows the uniqueness of each egg. That, or I can also think of a salad with all different ingredients, all in the same bowl. So yeah, that's what I think. How about pizza and salad? That goes good together. Pizza and salad. You like that?
That's what I'm talking about, indeed. I'm just glad you didn't say eggs Benedict or egg salad.
No, we're gonna move away from the egg puns. They're very
right,
versatile. Yeah.
That's right, indeed. That's why they're good eggs.
That's right. They're very good eggs.
Sweet. That's what I'm talking about, dude. So, my goodness, coming down to the magical question that every guest gets to receive. Actually, better yet, before that one, since you've been on this wonderful role, what would you consider your greatest setback that actually became your greatest success?
The greatest setback that became the greatest success.
Yeah, for you personally.
I went through a horrific divorce when my children were very young. Said I was never getting married again. That's it. Done. Met the best man in the world. So I am remarried to the best man that ever walked the earth. And had I not gone through that horrible situation, I would have never met him. So there you go.
There you go. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, indeed. So sometimes you got to go through the swamp to get to the open plains for some reason. That's
You
right.
got it. And you don't know it at the time, but like we said before, life's always throwing you stuff. So catch it. Yeah.
That's right, indeed. That's right, indeed. Especially when there's hidden bear traps everywhere too. On top of that.
Mm-hmm. You are not kidding.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But it ain't about bear traps, it's about the superstar Sandy. So we're coming down to the magical question that every guest gets to receive. And that is, if you're to wake up tomorrow and you're 25 again, but you're still in 2022, what advice would you give to yourself?
Oh, I think kind of the same advice I give to the girls, that you're going to be okay, right? That my dad used to have this saying, and he would say, 100 years from now, you'll never know the difference. right? Like, don't worry about it. It's all going to be good. So I think I would give myself that advice because I worried so much more when I was younger, about how's this going to turn out? What if this does, what if that, what if that? It's okay. Just take it day by day and things will turn out just how they're supposed to turn out. So I think I would say that. You're going to be all right.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Dude, you're going to be all right, y'all. That's right, indeed. That's right, indeed.
Yeah.
Right, indeed. If we can build the
And there's
pyramids. Oh, go ahead.
Isn't there a song like that? Everything's going to be all right.
Oh, yeah. That's right. The good old gospel in all sorts of genres. That's right, indeed.
Yeah.
That's right,
Yeah.
indeed. Just focus on what if it goes right. That's right, indeed.
That's right.
Oh, yes, indeed. That's right, indeed. That's right, indeed. Sometimes left to get you back on the right side. Let me stop.
That's true. I mean, sometimes you don't know why these things happen, but it's life and you got to keep going one foot in front of the other, get through that tunnel, come out the other end, and it's better.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
always better. Mm-hmm.
I can say that again. Indeed. It's definitely better.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, indeed. It's
Mm-hmm.
better and not butter, y'all. That's right. That's right,
Mm-hmm.
indeed. That's right, indeed. But I know it's also even better is that you got this wonderful site with all the goodies, all the puns intended. So my goodness, so for those that need to keep up with all the stuff that you're doing and all the times you're egging people and find out how they can help out the cause, what's the best way for folks to do so?
The best way would be go on the website, thegoodeggs.org, and all my social medias on the right-hand side. And then there's also tabs where you can read about the foundation. You can see all the people we've egged. You can read all about the books. You can get a free chapter if you like. Sign up, please, for the newsletter. Sign up for the parent blog. You can become a member of the site. It's free. And you'll get access to the 12 videos, and they have lesson plans that go along with them too, with suggestions you can do at home or in the classroom. So yeah, everything is there. Thegoodeggs.org. Send me a message. I get them personally. So yeah, that's where you got to go. That's where it's at.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right, indeed. That geography, baby. That's the good geography right there. That's where it's at, indeed. So we're gonna put the link to that wonderful site in the show notes, indeed. So head over to the Good Eggs Foundation and continue to help Sandy egg people, baby. That's right, indeed. Name of the game is Egg the Whole Darn Planet. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right, indeed.
That's a big vision. I like that vision. Let's egg the planet.
Yeah, that's right, indeed. Egg it so bad we have a 10th planet.
Yeah.
That's right, indeed. We'll call it Planet Mouse. Yeah.
No, that'll be our eggdom.
Yeah.
Be our eggdom.
That's right, indeed. That's right, indeed. For all the gems are shaped like eggs, indeed. That's right, indeed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, any parting words before we close up shop, Sandy?
No, just, go check us out, thegoodeggs.org. And yeah, there's a donate tab too. And also, any book sales goes right to the foundation. So not only are you getting awesome books, but you're also helping out kids. So much appreciated.
How's it going, my friend? I'm so glad you made it to the end. That shows that you are an uncommon finisher, and I am so grateful for you sharing your ears, your attention, and your time to this wonderful podcast to do something that'll take yourself to the next level. And for everybody else involved in this wonderful program, share it with at least 3 people in your network so that way more folks can not only catch the fire that is on this podcast, but can also be inspired to be their best. Advance others to advance yourself.